It was an ordinary Wednesday, nothing out of the ordinary. Jason came home from work, exhausted as always, his tie half undone, letting out that familiar sigh as he stepped through the door. He's in logistics, long shifts, endless calls, always carrying the weight of other people's expectations. I've always respected that about him, but lately things between us felt fragile, like a thin sheet of ice ready to shatter. I was sprawled on the couch, scrolling through my phone, wearing that old hoodie he loves, no makeup, hair tossed up. He asked what we were having for dinner, and I mumbled that I hadn't gotten around to cooking. I thought he'd shrug it off, maybe suggest takeout, but instead, he gave me this look, worn out, frustrated, and said, "You've been here all day, Tessa." Those words sparked something in me. I snapped back. "What, you think I just sit around doing nothing?" Jason doesn't shout. That's what makes his anger so heavy. He just said calmly, "I'm not asking for a gourmet dinner, just something. Anything." But my pride, it's always been too quick, too sharp. So I hurled it at him. "Maybe if you earned what Mark does, I'd feel like cooking." I didn't mean to say it. Mark's my ex, successful, polished but empty. I don't miss him, but sometimes when I feel invisible, I dig up old comparisons like weapons. Jason froze. He didn't react, didn't raise his voice. Just said, "Really?" and walked upstairs. I thought he'd cool off, maybe sleep on the couch, but an hour later, I found him packing a duffel bag, folding his shirts with this quiet precision. "You're not actually leaving?" I said, half laughing, half panicking. He didn't meet my eyes. "I can't keep doing this, Tessa." "Over one stupid comment?" I asked, my voice cracking. He looked at me then, his gaze steady but tired. "It's not one comment. It's years of them. Years of feeling like I'll never measure up." That's when it sank in. This wasn't just about tonight. This was every time I sighed at his late hours, every time I compared him to Mark, to some imaginary version of what I thought I deserved. I tried to stop him. "Jason, I didn't mean it. I was just mad." He shook his head, zipping the bag shut, the sound cutting through me. "When you're mad, you say what you really think. And what you think hurts." He paused, his voice softer now. "I've loved you, Tessa. But I'm done being punished for not being someone else." Then he was gone. The house felt hollow, too still. I wandered from room to room, expecting him to come back, like this was just a fight we'd laugh about later. But one day became 2, then 4, and each passing hour pressed harder on my chest. I knew this was different. I sent him a voice message, my words shaky. "Jason, I didn't mean it. Mark had money, but he didn't have you. He didn't love me the way you do. Please come home." No response. When he finally texted back, days later, it was short. "Stop holding me up to your past. I'm not here to fix your regrets." I broke down then, not because I felt wronged but because I saw it, how he felt. Jason wasn't angry I mentioned Mark. He was wounded that after all we'd been through, every bill we scraped to pay, every night he held me through my fears, every quiet moment of love, he still felt like he came up short in my eyes. And maybe he was right. Love isn't about big gestures or flashy gifts. It's about showing up, day after day, and seeing the person in front of you for who they are, not who they aren't. I'd failed at that. It's been 2 months now. Jason hasn't come back. A friend told me he's crashing at his cousin's place. No new relationship, no chaos, just space. That makes it worse somehow, because it means he's thinking, really thinking, and I can't sway him. I miss him, not just the him who made me smile, but the him I overlooked. The one who stayed when I gave him every reason to leave. The one who just wanted to be enough. So I'm writing this because maybe you've let anger say something love would have stopped. Maybe you've let pride drown out what matters. If you have, don't wait. Fix it before their suitcase zips shut, before their silence becomes forever, before, "I didn't mean it," becomes a weight you carry alone. I thought Jason would come back. He hasn't. And I don't know if he ever will.